The 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Is brought to you by Lloyd's Construction and Consulting, providing first-class construction services on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it. All right, sports concepts and rationalizations. We do it just about every day. We call it the 10-minute drill, and at the end of the drill, Beef, what are we handing out today as a prize pack?
We're going to hook the Googans up with a family 4-pack to head down to the 1-2-1 Financial Ballpark and check the Jumbo Shrimp in action. Still 3 games left on this homestand tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. Going to need the starter to do a little better today.
Do you get to pick which night, or is it just for tonight?
I believe they are vouchers for the game of your choosing.
Oh, wonderful. So if you want to go down this weekend, you can.
Yeah. Starter got roughed up yesterday.
Yeah.
But the bullpen came in strong. 8 2/3, 15 Ks for the pen.
Wow.
Nice work.
Wait a minute.
Shrimp
the bullpen
win.
went 8 2/3?
Yes.
That means the starter went 1/3.
Gave up 3 runs and 1 out.
Oh, dear.
And got pulled. Bullpen came in, locked it down. And the Shrimp rallied.
There is we'll do that at the end of the segment, by the way. There is listen. I don't know what to say about KD anymore. He just is a sensitive dude, I guess. Right? I mean,
are you talking about his back and forth with Scottie Pippen?
Now it's Scottie Pippen. He does not take the criticism well. I don't know that Scottie Pippen was right about it. I think Scottie Pippen was trying somehow to try to tell people how good he was because he was on the great team with MJ. But the bottom line is Scottie Pippen said some of the things that we were saying, by the way, like LeBron finds a way to win that series. Whether you agree or disagree, whatever, it's just it's hoops talk. That's what we do. We debate the great ones. When you're a great one, you get debated. It seems like KD doesn't really like that. And KD, I'm sorry, I forever personally value. You can sit there and say, well, he won this many titles, he won that many titles. You can, that's fine. And again, this is what we do. We discuss. I value LeBron's title in Cleveland much more than I value KD's titles in Golden State.
Which is fair.
I'm sorry. I mean, LeBron went back to Cleveland on his own, brought that city a world championship when they hadn't won anything in that city forever, and KD went and joined a super team and didn't get it done in OKC when he had 3 people.
Right.
If OKC had kept Westbrook, Durant, and Harden together, that's a super team.
100%. Organically built.
And it was all right there for them.
Yeah.
They had built their own super team.
Yeah.
And they couldn't do it.
Megastars.
Now, help me understand. Who went first?
Harden went first.
Harden got traded.
Harden was kind of that one seemed inevitable because he seemed like kind of the odd man out.
Yeah, but he didn't have to be.
It didn't have to
When
be.
you look back, who's Harden playing with now?
Right. He didn't have to be.
But Harden maybe felt like he had to go prove himself as being a big-time player, an MVP. Harden was like the sixth man in OKC.
He was like the lead dog.
They didn't use him right in OKC.
Right. They didn't use him right. That's on your guy Brooks. Hey, Brooks.
They didn't use him right.
Put him in the lineup. Play him.
But so KD goes to Golden State, and then when he realizes that, you know what, this is fun, but this will never be my team. You know what I mean?
Right.
I got to share the spot. I'm convinced that's why he left.
He went to a super team, and while he was there, he was the best player on that team.
Yeah.
But he's never going to get the credit because
it's still Curry's team.
It was still a stacked team, and it was Steph's team.
It's Steph's team.
Because you came in.
Right.
You may be the better player, but
and they would defer to KD, like on court moments.
Sure.
But nonetheless, it was still Curry's team.
Yeah.
And I think that bothered KD. So
he had to know coming in.
How many championships did they win?
They won 2.
KD won 2.
KD won 2. Steph and Clay and the gang won 1 before he got there. They won at 15.
Right.
And then he got there at 16. They lost the first year with him to LeBron.
And then they won 2.
And they won 2.
And then he left.
Then they lost to the Raptors when he got hurt.
Right.
And that was it.
And so in a planned move, he goes to Brooklyn, and then they go all in and get Harden, and they lose. And so Brooklyn obviously battled injuries. And look, would it shock any of us if those guys stay healthy, if Brooklyn wins it all next year? No. Would you be surprised, Beef?
No, because now they'll have an offseason to rest and gel.
Yeah.
And I would 100% expect Brooklyn.
I think, in fact, they'll be the favorites in the East, no matter what happens with Milwaukee and Atlanta. I think if you're Milwaukee and Atlanta, this is why you go extra hard this year to try to win that title, because you got rid of those guys.
Right. I would expect Brooklyn, barring injury, to win 55, 60 games, be 1 or 2 in the East, and be a absolute contender.
But anyway, so KD goes, and so Pippen, the critique, and I guess Pippen's releasing a book, and it was an article in one of the magazines like GQ or something.
Yeah, he did a piece with GQ, and he got into it. He got into it with a few people. He took shots at Chuck, too. He's like you said, he's plugging a book.
Yeah.
He's doing the things you do when you're on the PR trail. You make waves.
Yeah. He said LeBron would have found a way to beat the Bucks in a way the Nets were unable to. And, of course, KD didn't take too kindly to it.
KD, and he didn't go to the burner. He went to his main account.
No, he went to his main account. At least
which is an unusual play for KD, but he did it.
For example, this is what Scotty said. KD, as great as his offense was, it turned out to be his worst enemy because he didn't know how to play team basketball. He kept trying to go to punch for punch. And that's not really accurate. KD had nobody else to – KD played his rear end off. So I don't agree with everything that Scottie Pippen says, but as usual, I don't agree with KD being whiny. Have you ever seen LeBron take a shot like that? He ain't going to take that shot. He's going to be smarter. He's going to force a double. That's what KD wasn't able to do. Again, for as long as we've been here, the criticism of LeBron is take the shot, LeBron. Right? KD can score better than LeBron, but has he surpassed LeBron? Nah. He tried to beat Milwaukee instead of utilizing his team. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I do see what you're saying. I don't. That's fine. I agree. LeBron would find a way. LeBron would have figured out how to beat them, and wouldn't have been exhausted, and he may not have been able to take the last shot. LeBron ain't KD. KD ain't LeBron.
By the way, I mean
fine.
No, but again, utilize his team. Scott, Kyrie's hurt. Harden's dragging one leg.
Right.
KD is the team. There's no one else to utilize.
But I didn't think it was like it's just debatable stuff. It's just fun stuff to talk about. But not KD. KD goes right for the jugular. Right for the jugular. Didn't the great Scottie Pippen refuse to go in the game for the last second shot because he was in his feelings? His coach drew up the play for a better shooter. Yes,
now,
also true.
Now, this has been gestating for a while because there was a famous photo of KD working out in the gym one offseason in a Tony Kukoc jersey.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
I don't know if there's been if that was just a fun throwback or if there's been a gestating thing with him and Pippen for a while.
This guy Scott, he calls him. No one. That's Scott Pippen. This guy Scott, according to KD on Twitter, also wanted to enjoy his summer, so he chose to rehab during the season. LOL, yo, at Scottie Pippen. They followed Phil, not you. Nah, they didn't really follow Phil.
Right.
They kind of followed Mike.
They follow Mike.
Just
but
so you know.
Again, these are both, and from KD, these are valid criticisms of Scottie Pippen. Mm-hmm. But the timing of it just looks like two guys sniping each other.
They're sniping at each other. It's just, again.
Because again, Scottie wrote an injury through the summer, and then right before the season, was like, I got to get this fixed up. I'll rehab.
Great.
It was Bush.
Kevin Durant's a great player. But he's such a baby. Isn't he?
They both kind of are.
I mean, you talk anything you say about Jason Williams, who this week learned the hard way, be careful what you tweet.
Correct.
And then don't blame the burner, the hacker.
Don't say you got a hack.
Oh, my gosh.
That was an all-time win.
Well, anyway, Jason Williams had a run-in with KD, who was his friend, because he told a story, remember, about a month ago. And KD went crazy and called him a liar and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, that's the KD flare-up with Scotty, but
he's moved on from Michael Rappaport. He's up against Scottie Pippen.
Correct. And there'll be another one to follow as soon as somebody criticizes him.
Well, I mean, KD's got time. He's out of the playoffs, and now he's picking fights.
I mean, Beef,
yes,
is not everyone on Twitter constantly criticizing LeBron for everything? LeBron James, who's a huge fan of the NBA, tweets observations during the playoffs, and they criticize him. Yo, LeBron, you just want to be in the limelight still. Yo, LeBron, shut up. Go enjoy your summer. You're not there. Yo, LeBron, don't you have a movie to release? I mean, so whatever LeBron, but my point is the difference in those two is LeBron's got, listen, say what you want about LeBron James, much more thick-skinned, man. That guy has taken a lot more criticism than KD ever will.
It's weird. I feel like LeBron and KD are to the NBA right now like Jack and Arnie were in golf.
Maybe.
Like they have their dedicated camps.
Yeah.
And those people are entrenched. They are dug in, and they are not moving.
If I asked who do you like better right now in a quickie poll, KD or LeBron, I say LeBron wins 7-3.
Probably.
So I don't think KD has a huge.
Now, if you offered a C, I don't like either. Runaway winner.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I think both guys, great players.
Yeah.
Who annoy a lot of people.
I would agree with you.
That's why everybody should get on the Zach LaVine train.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Zach.
So, what was the other thing I was Jason Williams, just in case you missed it yesterday, and we talked about it, went on Twitter to congratulate the Nets assistant. What's his name, Beef?
Ime Udoka.
Ime Udoka.
Who was the new head coach of the Boston Celtics.
The new head coach of the Boston Celtics.
Congratulations to him.
Well, and on Twitter, under Jay Will's account, is something like congratulations to Udoka for being named the first man of color as a Celtics coach.
Right.
More importantly, he's a great person. Blah blah blah. The only problem with that is if you're even a casual basketball fan, if you even have looked at the Boston Celtics in your career, you've seen, I don't know, lots of men of color on the sidelines.
The Celtics, as an organization, have been at the forefront of diverse hiring practices.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there was a guy named Russell who was a player coach, the head coach, a player coach.
Yes.
I know when I was younger, my guy Casey Jones coached the Celtics. And by the way, just a couple years ago.
I still remember Doc Rivers winning a title in 2008 with the Celtics. KG.
Oh,
anything is possible.
Yeah. So
that was Doc.
But then to make things a little bit worse.
Yeah, this is what's wrong. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't care. Nobody would have cared. Oh,
you said, there was a lot of talk of first and trailblazing hires.
Yeah.
There was a lot of talk about Carol Lawson.
Yeah.
And talk about Becky Hammond.
Right. So maybe he got caught up in that.
In the trailblazer talk, and he comported something. But
as soon as he realized, oh my gosh, I'm so stupid.
Dumb.
What an honest mistake. I'm sorry, guys. I'm an idiot.
Right.
Don't ever listen to me again.
Don't say you got hacked.
But instead, I don't know who put that out on my Twitter, but my account has been changed or whatever.
Jay, if your Twitter gets hacked, they're not going to put out a congratulatory tweet to Ime Udoka. You dope.
Oh, my gosh.
They're going to put out some kind of salacious shot at Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
And see if they can get the Twitter fires burning.
Correct.
Yeah. Just you messed it up. It's fine. We're all dumb humans. You screwed it up.
Yeah.
Say, whoops, my bad. I don't know where that came from.
And by the way, has he? I don't know if he does morning radio, but I don't think he's been on because he's covering the playoffs.
Right.
So I don't think he's quote addressed it. Maybe he has. So I don't want to speak for him, but nonetheless, just not a great look.
No.
Not a great look. So, there you have it. So anyway,
no, he's still standing by the hacker claim.
Yeah, hacker, not our hacker.
Not our hacker.
By the way, not our hacker.
Not our guy, who we love.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah.
I'm a sausage guy.
Indeed, you are, friend.
That's right. So anyway, that's going on. Beef, a lot of people know this. Yours truly is working on putting in time.
You're a grinder.
On his golf game.
Yeah.
As you know, I've finally taken it to the point that most of you know that I'm terrible at golf. And I don't play a ton, but I enjoy the game. I enjoy going out with my friends and playing golf, a round of golf. But when it gets to the point where it's not enjoyable, where you cannot hit the ball properly, you get a little frustrated. Well, one of the things that I've been able to do, if you've been around me and played golf with me, is I've got these little fairway medals I can bang around a little bit. And those are fine. The problem is, for me, have been the irons. And the about 110 to 140 yard shots. I'm trying desperately to, make contact with the ball.
The iron unkind.
The iron has been unkind to yours truly. So I've learned this, and I'm going to suggest this to people who are not good golfers. And when I say I'm not a good golfer, I'm like, when I tally up the numbers, I'm around 100.
Okay.
Okay, that's where yours truly is. And so I have this golf outing in the fall that we're going on, and I want to be able to play a little bit better than that.
A little bit of a dude's trip.
Yes. So I've gotten to the point now, and what I've been doing is I've been going down to Jack's Beach,
okay,
which is close to my house.
It's a nice track.
The boys down there, we'll talk. We see the boys down there whenever I show up. They'll attest that they've seen me, and I'm not out on the course, Beef. I am pounding balls now.
You're putting in the hours.
I'm putting in the time.
Putting in the work.
I've also gone and enlisted a couple of my buddies to help me who play well, who are good players, who know a thing or two about the game, to give me just not analytics, but like look at my swing and say, well, why don't you try this? Why don't you try that? Now, I'm at this point now. I'm at this point where I've worked into that. I have this confidence on the range, but I can't quite carry it over to the course yet. But when I go pound balls, and I'll take my wedge, I'll take the 9, I'll take the 7-iron. Those are the clubs that I'm hitting. Okay, because those are the ones I want to get used to. I want to hit my wedge, whatever, 100 yards, 110 yards. I want to hit my 9. I want to hit my 7 like 130. I'm not looking to be like he's 172 out. He's got his 7-iron. I'm not that guy, okay? But I want to hit it up into the air and hit it good. And so when I go to so I'm at this point for all you golfers where now I go to the range. I get my range balls. I go out and I pound balls, and I'm hitting 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. Like, wow, that's a pretty shot.
Feel like you hit it pure?
That's a pretty shot.
Wow.
I'm catching
It's a good feel.
It's a great feel. And I guess the only small point I was going to make is, and it's only taken me 30 years. And again, part of it is not to make excuses. I've never really worked on the game, so to speak. I've never really dove in. I've tried a couple times with the lesson here.
You're a recreational golfer.
I am, and it wasn't that important to me. But now
you get invited out to play. You're like, all right, then I'll show up 40 minutes early. I'll hit a few balls on the range.
Yeah,
I'll roll a few on the green, and then out we go.
No, I don't even show up 40 minutes early ever.
You roll up at tee time.
I never hit balls on the range ever. Let's go play.
Wow.
Because if I'm going to take 100 shots, I'm going to take them all out on the golf course.
You don't want to leave any of your good ones on the range.
But I guess my point is this, and this is a message to all you kids out there. Practice helps. I don't know that I'll be become a 12 handicapper or anything like that. But if you practice a little bit, you can get better. So I guess best way to describe me right now is cautiously optimistic. Now, again, there'll be days where I go out there and everything comes back, because when you've hit a golf ball a certain way for a long, long time, you don't have that confidence, and you go back to some old habits when you start falling, when you don't hit it like you want to hit it.
It's natural. You regress.
Yes. So anyway, it's been interesting though, and it's been fun to watch as we continue to go forward. Look, got a little time. Let's go hit some balls. So I do it like during the middle of the day, and sometimes before I go to work at the TV studio, but it's
like a soft opening for your retirement.
Yes, exactly. It's a small in my back pocket vision quest.
There you go.
For me to go out and have a round where I get like 4 or 5, dare I say, pars.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Or you might threaten 90.
Ooh.
You're like, whoa!
Wouldn't that be fun?
Whoa!
So anyway,
Look
just
who's hot.
Yeah,
see you on the tour.
Just something. The other thing before we head to break here, man. Horrible situation in Miami with that building. And every day we learn more and more. And I thought yesterday when they said, only 50. It happened at night, right?
Yeah.
So everybody's home,
it's just unaccounted for.
Yeah. So
it's tragic.
And relatives, whose family members are unaccounted for, simply just praying for miracles.
It's
and
awful.
hopefully we can get 1 or 2 of those and find somebody.
Horrific.
But if you've seen,
it's horrific.
If you've seen the video, it's just so sad, and it shouldn't happen. It should never happen. And I looked up Surfside because I was like, grew up in Miami.
Right.
It's more North Miami, so
Right.
I was Southwest, but it's up there, kind of obviously close to the beach, and it's only that condo is only like a block away from A1A. So, but yeah, what a tragedy, and our thoughts and prayers with all those folks. All right. Beef, let's do caller number 1. Be fast on the trigger today if you want to go see our beloved Jumbo Shrimp this weekend. 641-1010. Tell them what they get.
Caller number 1 right now, in honor of the number of outs recorded by the Shrimp starter last night, is going to get the family
Ouch.
4-pack to go see the Shrimp in action tonight
Ouch.
or tomorrow or Sunday. You get home tickets 4, count them 4, to go see the Jumbo Shrimp in action down at 121 Financial Ballpark. Just be caller number 1 at 641-1010.